I used to dream of retirement like it was heaven. Quiet mornings, peaceful afternoons, time for me. Say goodbye to the old rhythm without preparation. For 35 years, my mornings had rhythm. An alarm clock, coffee, a commute, a reason to get dressed. When I finally retired, I was ready to rest. No more deadlines, no meetings, just peace. And that's what I got. For about 2 weeks. Then I woke up one morning, no alarm, no plan, and felt something I didn't expect. Restless, heavy, aimless. It turns out, peace isn't just the absence of noise, it's the presence of purpose. My days slowed down. Too much. I read the paper twice. I paced from the kitchen to the living room. I sat on the porch, but didn't feel present. I thought peace meant freedom, but now it felt more like floating. Untethered, unanchored. At work, I was Mr. Reynolds. I solved problems. I mentored young people. People came to me. I had weight. Now I was just home. And for the first time in my life, I felt invisible. Let me tell you something no one says out loud. Too much silence can start to feel like punishment. Not every day, but many days, I'd sit at the kitchen table and hear nothing but the hum of the fridge and my thoughts. Some of them kind, some not so much. Regret, missed chances, conversations I should have had, people I didn't reach out to. The quiet had a way of turning up the volume in my head. I thought I needed rest. Turns out, what I needed was renewal. In the early months of retirement, I tried to bring my old habits with me. Late-night emails turned into late-night news. Morning commutes became morning coffee with scrolling. I didn't realize I was replacing busyness with numbness. I told myself I'd learn guitar, or take long walks, maybe join a group. But somehow, maybe became later, and later became never. And that peace I longed for? It began to feel like a trap I built for myself, one routine at a time. Slowly, over time, I realized this is not my fault. The silence, the emptiness, the sense of drifting through days that once felt so full, none of it is a personal failure. It's just a part of life's changing seasons. I used to blame myself, wondering if I could have done something differently, or if I should have tried harder to hold on to the routines and connections that once defined my days. But the truth is, change comes for all of us, whether we're ready or not. One afternoon, I bumped into an old colleague at the grocery store. It was unexpected, almost jarring, to see a familiar face from my working years in such an ordinary place. We exchanged pleasantries, but there was something unspoken in the air, a quiet understanding that we were both navigating new territory. He looked at me and said, "Man, I envy you. Must be so peaceful now, huh?" There was a wistfulness in his voice, as if he imagined my days were filled with calm and contentment, free from the pressures of work and responsibility. I smiled, but didn't say a word. I wanted to tell him the truth, to share what it really feels like, but the words caught in my throat. Sometimes it's easier to let people believe the story they want to hear. Because how do you explain that the peace he envies isn't peace at all? It's a quiet that can feel heavy, a stillness that sometimes aches. It's not the gentle rest after a long journey, but more like waiting for something to begin again. How do you say, "I miss being needed. I miss structure. I miss myself"? I miss the feeling of purpose, the small daily rituals, the sense that I was part of something bigger than myself. I miss the laughter, the chaos, even the stress. I miss the version of me that felt alive and essential. But that conversation stayed with me. It echoed in my mind long after I left the store, making me wonder how many others feel the same way but never say it out loud. because I realized I'm not the only one who feels this way. There's a quiet solidarity among us, a shared understanding that doesn't always need words. We're all searching for meaning, for connection, for a sense of belonging in this new chapter. Most of us just don't talk about it. We carry these feelings quietly, hoping that maybe, one day, someone will understand without us having to explain. And in those silent moments, we realize we're not truly alone. I start again, no longer waiting for inspiration, but, actually creating it. For so long, I thought motivation would just appear like a sudden spark. But now I realize it's something I can build, one small step at a time. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, but about making the moment I have right now count. Each morning is a blank page, and I get to decide what story to write. One morning I set my alarm again, just to try. The sound was jarring, but it was a promise to myself. I wanted to see if I could change my routine, even just a little. It felt like a small rebellion against the inertia that had crept into my days. I got up, took a walk before the sun fully rose. The world was quiet, the air cool and gentle. With each step, I felt a little lighter, as if the weight of yesterday was slowly lifting. The soft glow of dawn reminded me that every day brings a new beginning, no matter my age. It felt strange, but refreshing. I made a list, not out of obligation, but out of curiosity. What did I want to experience today? What small joys could I seek out? I realized that purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as choosing to notice the world around me. Not a to-do list, but a want-to-do list. Call a friend, try painting, volunteer at the library, write something, anything. These weren't chores, but invitations to reconnect with others, with creativity, with myself. Each item was a gentle nudge toward living more fully, even in small ways. Sit with someone who needs a listener. Sometimes, the most meaningful thing I can do is simply be present for someone else. Sharing a quiet moment, offering a kind word, or just listening. These are the things that give my days depth and warmth. I wasn't trying to be productive. I let go of the pressure to achieve or accomplish. Instead, I focused on being gentle with myself, allowing space for rest and reflection. Sometimes, just sitting quietly is enough. I was trying to be present again, to notice the way the morning light danced across the floor, to feel the air on my skin, to breathe deeply and let go of worry. Presence, I've learned, is a gift I can give myself every day. Peace wasn't going to knock on my door. I couldn't just wait for it to arrive. I had to open myself to it, to step outside my comfort zone and invite it in through my actions and choices. I had to meet it halfway. And in doing so, I discovered that starting again isn't about erasing the past, but about embracing the present with intention, hope, and a willingness to grow, one purposeful step at a time. Here's what I've learned. True peace doesn't come from empty time. It comes from meaningful time. It's not about escaping noise. It's about creating space for what matters. It's not about doing nothing. It's about doing what fills you, even if it's small, quiet, and slow. And if retirement feels disappointing to you right now, that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're paying attention. So, no, retirement wasn't what I imagined, but that's okay. Because what I imagined was escape. What I needed was connection. Now I still sit on the porch, but not to hide from the world, to breathe with it, to watch, to notice, to begin again. And if you're out there thinking, why doesn't this feel like I thought it would? You're not alone. You're just waking up to the truth that peace isn't passive. It's something we choose, create, and share. If you've ever felt like retirement didn't turn out the way you imagined, you're not alone. Many of us enter this new chapter with dreams and expectations, only to find that reality can be quite different. Maybe you thought you'd travel more, pick up new hobbies, or spend more time with loved ones, but life had other plans. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that feel the heaviest, or the changes that catch us off guard. Know this: there's a whole community out here who understands. The ups and downs, the surprises, the joys, and even the disappointments are all part of the journey. You don't have to navigate these feelings alone. Reaching out, even in small ways, can make a world of difference. I'd truly love to hear your story. Every experience matters, and your voice could be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Whether your retirement has been filled with unexpected joys or unforeseen challenges, your perspective is valuable. What part of retirement surprised you the most? Whether it brought you happiness, taught you a lesson, or made you rethink your plans? Please, drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Your words might resonate with someone who's feeling the same way. You never know who might feel comforted or inspired just by reading your words. Sometimes, a simple comment can spark a connection or offer hope to someone who needs it most. And if this video helped you feel seen, even just a little, I invite you to like, subscribe, or share it with someone else who might be walking this same path. Together we can build a space where everyone feels heard and supported. We're all figuring this out together, one slow, thoughtful step at a time. There's no right or wrong way to move through this stage of life. Only your way, and that's worth celebrating. Thanks for being here with me today. Your presence, your story, and your willingness to connect mean more than you know. Let's keep supporting each other, every step of the way.